Today's lesson is going to be about metronomes and about how to tap our foot as we play or practice. And the first thing we have to know is, what is a metronome? So a metronome, there are three examples that you see here. A metronome is something that helps us keep a steady beat. And so as we're practicing, instead of speeding up when we get to a part that we know really well and slowing down on the harder sections, it helps us to know and keep that steady beat as we play and practice. So we're at number 41, eighth note jam. You're going to find it in all of the books on page 10. Once you've found eighth note jam, find and put your finger on the number and the and sign in the beginning of the first measure. And we're just going to count the first measure together. Ready? And. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you have your foot on the ground, your heel is on the ground, and to tap your foot along with the beat, your foot goes down on the number, up on the and. So it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Put your heel on the ground and we're going to do it together. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now if it's going to be faster, it'll be the same thing, just at a quicker pace. So it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Try it with me. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now that we've reviewed how to tap our foot and to count as we play, I've set up 3 metronomes for us to see and hear as examples. This first one is a much older style, and if you look at it closely, it has numbers ranging from 40 all the way up to 208. Okay? There's a button on the back that you would turn on, and with whatever number this dial is pointing to, it will change the beat to that number. So 120 would be this tempo. If we were counting to this beat, we would count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we turned it down to a slower tempo, this is at 76, we would count 1, 2, 3, 4. So that changes the length of our quarter notes, eighth notes, and half notes depending on the speed that we choose to play at. One of the more common ways to see and hear a metronome is with one of these handheld ones. You can get them at most music stores. This has a dial on the side that you will turn on, and the number will be displayed up here at the top, and you can also have the light flashing here. This is a neat option because you can also click once further down and it becomes just the light rather than the beat and the light. So it's a nice feature. This also has a lovely sound. If you go down one more, it's going to give you a tuning note of an A. I'll save you that sound. Okay, and the last way that is common to have a metronome is on an app on your phone or on an iPad device. And I'm going to kind of angle this so that you can see it here. And so here, I just press start, and this is kind of a nice visual because you can see each of the beats happen. So again, this is at 120 as well. And so to count and tap this, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The nice thing about this is that you can change it to different time signatures. So this would be 3, 4, and you'll notice that there's going to be only 3 colored blocks, and that helps you visually understand different time signatures. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that. So if we make it a smaller number, it's going to be a slower tempo. We'll go back to 4, 4, listen to it. And this time we're going to count together and tap your foot along with it. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This time we're going to add in the ands. Listen one time first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Try that one. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now we're going to put it all together, and we have set up, and this is what it will look like for you at home. You'll have your music set up where you can see it, and then put your metronome someplace close by where you can hear it and manipulate it when you need to. This one I have set up so that when I press start, we will be able to visually see it on the screen. We are only going to play the first measure of eighth note jam. At this point, we are going to go through the practice steps. So if you take out your practice sheet, we're going to first speak the rhythms using our tas and TTs. So let's speak the rhythm of the first measure together. Ready, go. T, 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 ta, ta. Now we're going to count the numbers underneath, tapping our foot. So get your heel and your toe ready. Go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Next is going to be to speak the letters in rhythm, okay? And for trumpet, it's going to be F. For each instrument, you will have a different note. Ready, go. F, 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 F. The next step is going to be to say those letters with the fingering down. Pretty simple because there's just one note. So for trumpet, it'll be the first valve down. Okay, so I'm got my hand in my position, but remember this next step isn't playing, it's just still speaking. So with my fingering down, I will say F, 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 F. Okay, now when I play, I'm going to add in the metronome. So I'm going to start my metronome, and then I'm going to play through just that first measure. Let's try it out. 1, 2, ready. And you've gone through all of your 4 steps, adding in the metronome.